All right. Welcome to Dean Bodie Show. Dean Bodie Show. How's everybody doing? I know we have a Pet Peeve Wednesday. Those of you that have been with me for a little bit, we're doing Pet Peeve Friday today. It's coming. DeanBodie.com is the website. We have the links on there. You can go to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, all the platforms, wherever you get podcasts. We're on there. Dean Bodie Show, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Man, we got over 60 episodes going already. We're flying. We're zooming. Go check them out. Go through the catalog, as we can call it at this point in time. I don't know how many you have to actually call it a catalog, but I'm saying over 60. Okay? So, good girl, Bodie. Good girl. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Yeah! DeanBodie.com, 800-878-9698. That's the Bodie hotline. That's the Bodie line. That's the Bodie. Call the line. Leave something cute on there, something funny, something witty. You can do it. Anything. We'll make it a feature on the show. I promise you, whatever you want to get on there that you think might be shareable and doable, we got you. And we will bounce off of that, and we'll go down that rabbit hole, and you'll see how much we have in common. We'll make the connections. That's how we do it here, Dean Bodie. We like the rough edges around here. So you want to do a sing-along, don't worry about your voice. You just be you. Sing your song. That's what I got to say about that. So, we're going to be going down a little bit of a road today and talking about some cool things. I don't know, maybe like Etch a Sketch and electric football and things like this. But first, let me get situated here. First, I want to talk about this scuba diver guy that I used to have as a kid. Played in the bathtub with him, or the swimming pool was better because it was deeper, and you put this little tablet in the top of him, and you put him in the water, and the tablet would dissolve as he was going down. And as the tablet dissolved, he would come back up. This guy was the coolest. I even think that his legs kicked like this. Dude, I might have to get another one of those. Bathtub fun. Let's get out of the showers of America, get back into the bathtub. You know? And just like as I channel one of my favorite comedians in the whole world, Jim Gaffigan, so we can just soak in our own filth. So, oh my gosh. So listen, Pet Peeve Friday, I got to tell you something about Pet Peeve Friday. When you have to fill out an application for something, whether it's some kind of insurance or whatever, they send you the form online. And it says on the top, submit or print. Okay? If it says submit on top, that means you can fill it out online. Clicking on the form, nothing's happening. I can't click in this format, so why'd you put the submit on there? Fix it! But no, then I call them up. Now we got to go through the whole thing. No, you can scan it, send it, you can fax it in. So why you have the submit button on there? Rinky dink. Come on. Get yourself dialed in, making people run around like with chickens with their heads cut off. Enough. You know, the second thing is, when you call somebody up and you need some information and they want to get your name and you tell them the name and then you say, I'm going to spell it for you. And before you get to spell it for you and she asks for the name, she starts trying to spell it. And it's like, you just asked me how to spell it. So before I tell you to spell it, you don't start trying to spell it and start making things up, making people crazy, okay? Because you weren't even close. Those are the two pet peevers. Send the right format for easy online filling out stuff. And don't ask for the name, how you spell the name, and before I tell you how to spell it, you start trying to spell it. Oh! Okay? Don't do that. Listen, Etch a Sketch we're going back here to the Etch-a-Sketch and electric football for a moment. These are one great game, not two. Etch-a-Sketch, hated it. Oh, wow, look at me. I can make a stairway. Woo-wee! Wow, I can flip a knob this way and flip a knob that way. Shaky, shaky, shake, and do it all over again. How many times do I want to do that? Once. Because you can't really make a nice circle and make some real cool art with it, because everybody's head's coming out all weird, oblong. And to get to the center to put the eye in there, you got to make a line go through the whole thing. Forget it. It's good for stairs. That's it. I don't even think I can make a straight line with that thing. But if you had the little rhythm going with both hands, the staircase, the stairway to heaven, you know? Anyways, that's what I think about the Etch-a-Sketch. Now, the electric football is a whole different ball game. The electric football was awesome. We used to paint our teams colors with like the little paints that you would paint models with. And I was, of course, the Dolphins, and we had different teams we'd paint up and stuff. And you flip that switch, and it would vibrate, and the players would just kind of move along, and you'd watch the blockers open up. And you just play like that, man. However it turns out, it turns out. It was wild. And you had these players there that had arms like this. And if they came across one another and hooked arms, then they would start doing the do-si-do. Take your partner round and round, and be stuck there in the middle just doing the do-si-do with their arms locked together. That was kind of a flaw. But I remember the little styrofoam football with the little kicker, and you'd kick the field goals and the extra points and things like that. All in all, it was a cool game. Missed the game. And you think about what's going on today now with the Madden football and what the kids got today. Oh, my God, what a difference. But, again, old school. We had to set up the players. Like I said on the previous episode, everything took work. We're working over here as kids back in the day. You got to set the players up. Not just click, 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 and you're doing all kinds of fancy schmancy, you know? So, it was fun. It's fun putting things together. It was fun working, doing models, erector sets, spirographs, bright light, mushing Play-Doh together, SSPs, you name it. Putting tracks together all over the house for the Hot Wheels. Everything had to be put together, but you can do your thing, man. Good times, right? So, everybody, get on the floor. Let's dance. Don't fight the feeling. Give yourself a chance. Oh, shake, 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 booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. KC and the Sunshine Band, we're going all weekend with KC. So strap in, because we're going. We're going to be going all of the hits, cruising through the weekend, put some smiles on some faces like only KC can do. So, got some more hits coming. And, man, Shake Your Booty was right up there, man. That was right up there with one of the greatest of all time. Big place in my heart for KC and its Sunshine Band. It was just such a cool, fun vibe, man. You don't know it? Learn it. What were you thinking? What are you thinking? Go get it now. Get the greatest hits. Start dancing around the floor. Grab your favorite person and just start cutting the rug. Get that disco ball up in the ceiling and let's go. She's a good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. She's a good girl, Bodie. Yeah, she's the best girl in the world. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here real quick. I got to make a quick check here because I did do the pet peeve, and I want to talk about, here we go. Here we go. Going to get into my short, but pretty good in the beginning wrestling career from junior high into first year in high school was a trip. Arvida wrestling, man. I remember doing this takedown match. And what a takedown match is, basically that. You're going against the other guy. I'm giving you a little kind of simulated position here. You're going against the other guy, right? And you try to take him down, and then you want to gain control. Done. That's a takedown match. You took him down, you got control, you're the winner. Boom. And this was a tournament, a takedown tournament. So I beat the first guy. The kid had skills, okay? I beat the first guy, and then I was kind of sitting on the side for a minute. But that day, they came up to me and they said, can you do a second one today in your weight class? We got to try to, catch up. We're a little bit, I don't know, they wanted to kind of try to speed up the process of the tournament. I said, sure, I'll do it. Second one in the same day, and the kid wins again. I won both of those in one day, and I actually got a trophy takedown tournament. This was a big day in the life, and I remember walking through the hallway, check this out, walking through the hallway with that second kid that I beat, and us getting into it in school in the hallway because he was kind of upset that I beat him and blah, blah, blah. So we had a little kind of, what are you going to do? You going to do something? What are you going to do? My dad is bigger than your dad, huh? What are you going to do? One of those kinds of moments where his friends were behind him, my friends were behind me. Nothing really came of it, but what are you going to do? I won the trophy, okay? So, but wrestling, I ended up having to wrestle one of my best friends ever, and at the time, we were both the same height and weight. Yeah, we both wanted to wrestle, and going through that was kind of wild. Having to go against one another and be good friends is not the easiest thing to do. But I would end up taking him down. This is back in the 8th grade. End up taking him down and winning. The problem with me was I didn't like to make weight. The problem with me was to get to my weight class, I had to shed a few. And you got to put the garbage bags on. And you got to go running. And you got to sweat and make weight. Hated that. I didn't really have the discipline for that back then. And so, that being said, I didn't go as far as I should have. A lot of people were mad at me. Why aren't you losing the weight? Why aren't you making weight? So, not good. Anyways, one of those things I look back on, I could have done better. And after my buddy and I got done with our little thing there, we both went our ways in life. He continued on with the wrestling at a higher level, college and etc. And then I went to visit him one time down in Miami, and, we started fooling around like we used to, and he tied me up in a knot. Boom. And I'm like, wow, remember I used to beat you? He goes, not now. What comes around goes around. Everybody, get on the floor. Let's dance. Don't fight the feeling. Give yourself a chance. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Shake, shake, shake. Hey. Yeah. Ow. Casey's got those sounds, man. It's him 18,000 miles away, man. But the wrestling thing, I got one thing I want to comment about this wrestling. I remember going up against this guy. Tall, skinny guy. And we're standing in line as you go in to make weight. And you got to get on the scale and weigh. And the one kid goes, what do you weigh? And I told him. And then he looks at his buddy who was going to go against me. And they started laughing like he was going to destroy me. So, long story short, we get on the mat. This guy was like wrestling a tree. I don't know if you've ever if you've ever gone through the wrestling thing and all that, but you get some of these skinny, tight muscle fiber. I don't know how to explain it, but you can't move them at all. This kid was like wiry and strong as a bear. Now I know why they were kind of chuckling. because this kid was a beast. Needless to say, he pinned me and I lost. So wrestling started to get a little bit aggravated. What are you going to do, man? You try. Went into high school, tried a little bit more. All the running, the miles of running for the practice and all this stuff. And then I got my new car, 71 Le Mans. I don't think I'm going to practice. I'd rather go to Grand Prix Racerama with my buddies with the pizza from Pier 441 that I worked at and go get kicked off the go-kart track. Way better time. So, oh man, that was fun. And I think about this one kid who invented his own move, and we nicknamed him Star. Okay. Number one, he was really good. Number two, he was really good. So he got the nickname Star. But he would go over the opponent's body, right? Dive over, lock his arms between the legs, around the shoulder, lock him, dive over the other dude, make him do a somersault and get him in the cradle. And then the guy would be kicking like a little baby. And then the referee would go, 1, 2, 3, boom, and Star wins again. But that move works. And the coach had us all do the Star move. He actually had a move named after him. I was like, seriously? But he was a stud, man. He was a star. And that was some unbelievable times, man, going through that. You know what? Going through anything like that, the sporting events when you're younger, and the competition, you get to know and size yourself up against other people, and it's valuable. It's valuable whether it's baseball or football or soccer or wrestling. You get to kind of know where you're at. And competition is so healthy, and I looked forward to all the Little League sports, man, back in the day. Shout out to K-Land in Miami. Man, I played some Little League baseball and football over there. What a great memories from that. Great time. All of that stuff. The last thing we're going to go then, and I wasn't going to go there today, but I'm going to do a little special story. Hey, Millie! Yeah? He's doing a special story today. Special story on Friday. He is? Yeah! Oh, okay, cool. Special Story Friday. That's what we're calling it. Okay? So, when I was in the Cub Scouts, we're going back to a little toddler here. I don't know, maybe 8 years old. And you wore the troop number and the Cub Scouts and all the whole uniform and the hat, the whole thing. It was like a thing to do back then. Right? Hated it. Learn how to tie some knots. Yay. I don't know what else. Go on a camping trip. Okay? Great. So there was this thing called the, not the soapbox derby, but the pinewood derby, I think it was, where you get a little kit, a piece of wood, comes with the wheels and the axles, and, you know, you get to kind of, it had to weigh a certain amount. I remember that. So many ounces, I think. It couldn't go over, so everybody was kind of on the same page. There were some rules. And you would bring your car to the Pinewood Derby, and they'd put them up on this ramp, okay, behind the little starting point, and then they'd let the little piece of wood down, and the cars would roll down. And real simple. No motor, just the car and the slope and the ramp. Whoever crossed the finish line first wins. I bring my car, and some of these kids had their dads help them, okay? With the cool fin on it, and maybe a little fishing weight, and just to make the weight a little bit more, but not break the rules, and the cool paint job. Not me. I just went, I went in there with the same block of wood they gave me. Not changing it, not painting it, not doing nothing to it. Put the wheels on it. I get to the Pinewood Derby, to the race. One of the wheels falls off. I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to fix it. So I went to my stepfather at the time, who came with my mom at the Pinewood Derby, and he took a piece of gum out of his mouth, stuck it on the axle, and pushed the wheel in there. And I was like, oh, cool. Good idea. And I went up there, and the soapbox, when it was time for my race, I put it up top. They let the little piece of wood down. Mine goes down the slope. And because the gum was on there, that wheel did not spin. So it didn't even make it past the finish line. Oh! Wah, wah, wah. Embarrassing. So that was the end of my Pinewood Derby career. Look, gum and axle, no good. But I thought that it would at least have enough steam, because it was kind of a steep ramp, to get me across the finish line. Maybe I'll come in third or fourth or last. But it didn't. It stopped maybe like a good a good 2 feet from the finish line. Lesson learned. That's all. Just so you know, anybody out there going to go do the Pinewood Derby, don't put gum on the axle. You're not going to make it past the finish line. Anyways. Yeah, deanbodie.com is the website. Go over there. Put your email in there. Get on the list. We can start commiserating, going back and forth. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Or dean@deanbodie.com. And look, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the like. Ring the bell so you don't miss any of these shows. You don't want to miss any of these shows. These are real-time stories, real-life stories, the real deal, the rough edges. And we don't even smooth them out. We just go with the rough edges. It's all good. And that's how we do it over here. So go to the podcast, write a nice review, put a 5-star rating. You can do it. Hey, we're in this together. We're a team now. You're on the Dean Bodie team. Got it? All right. Boom. 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 She's the greatest. This is the muse. This is the motivation. This is the producer, the director. This is the one that is running the show here. The Bodie. Gotta love her. The greatest. So, I hope you're having a great day today so far. Just keep moving forward. We'll be doing this daily, because we know here at Dean Bodie, life comes at you daily. Not weekly and monthly, on a daily. Hope you're having a good time like we are on this. We will talk to you tomorrow. DeanBodie.com. Talk to you later. Bye now.